Hello students, today we will be discussing a concept of cost sheet. Now what is cost sheet? Cost sheet is a statement which shows various components of total cost of product. So whatever product you may be manufacturing, the cost sheet shows the cost of various components which form a total product. The cost sheet is primarily made to ascertain the cost of a particular product which we are manufacturing. For example, you all must be having your mobile phones. Now just take a time and look at your mobile phone and try to identify all the components which have gone in manufacturing of that particular product. You will require plastics, you will require glass, you will require microchips. All these things which make up the phone will be treated as a part of direct materials which is required in production of phone. Besides that, certain amount of labor would also have been required to assemble the different pieces. Then certain materials would have been required, certain expenses would have been incurred like factory expenses, power expenses, etc. for manufacturing the mobile phone. Once the mobile phone is manufactured, it would have been packed, so packing charges would have been incurred. Then it would be distributed using various channels of distribution. So you will incur expenses in form of advertisement, you would incur expenses in form of selling and distribution expenses. Besides factory, you might be having certain staff who will be working in office, in administrative departments, in accounting departments, your factory managers. Your expenses will also include payment of salaries to all these people, the expenses in your administrative office, the consumables in your office. All these expenses would make up the total cost of manufacturing your mobile phone. And what we do in cost sheet, that we calculate all the direct and indirect cost which is associated with manufacturing a particular product. We classify that cost in a particular order and present it so that we can find out the total cost of production of the product which we are manufacturing. The cost sheet can be prepared in two ways. One is the historical cost and second is the estimated cost. In historical cost, the cost sheet is prepared on basis of actual cost incurred. Here, the actual cost on production have already been incurred, and now we just wish to find out the total cost of production and the bifurcation of cost into various subtypes like material, labor, expenses, overheads, etc. A statement of cost prepared after incurring the actual cost is called a historical cost sheet. So here the production is already done, the cost has already been incurred, and now to ascertain the cost we are preparing a historical cost sheet. Another type of cost sheet is an estimated cost. Now let us take an example. Suppose you are a manufacturer of toys. You manufacture children's toys and normally you sell to the Indian customers. But one fine day you receive a huge order of the toys from an overseas buyer. Means you will be exporting the toys to the overseas buyer. Now will the cost of selling toys to the Indian customers or Indian buyers be same as the cost of selling to the foreign buyers? No, there will be changes. You will have to incur additional cost in form of packaging, in form of distribution expenses. You may also get some government facilities since you are exporting. So the traditional cost sheet or traditional costing which will be used for Indian purchasers, that cost sheet will not work here. You will have to give them an estimate, and based on that estimate they will give you an order. So the estimated cost sheet is prepared on basis of estimated cost. Here the actual production has not yet started. You are just estimating the various expenses which will be incurred based on past experience. Okay, such cost sheets are known as estimated cost sheet. This type of cost sheet are very useful in quoting the tender price for either a job or a contract. Before we begin our practical problems, let us look at the importance of the cost sheet. Why do we prepare cost sheet? What is the rationale behind preparation of cost sheet? So first importance of preparing the cost sheet is that it leads to cost ascertainment. Okay, ascertainment means finding out. The main objective of cost sheet is to find out the cost of a product. Now, why would you need to find out the cost of a product? See, unless and until you know what is the cost of the product, you cannot go further, you cannot quote the selling price of the product. Okay, cost sheet will help you in determining the actual cost of the product as well as various other components of the cost, like how much material is required for production, how much labor is required for production, and so on. So the first importance of cost sheet is that it helps in ascertaining the cost, actual cost or estimated cost of the product or a job or a contract. The second importance of the cost sheet is that it helps in fixation of the selling price. Now, unless and until you don't know the actual cost of the production, you cannot quote a selling price. Nobody would like to sell their products at a loss. Ideally, the selling price of the product will be kept in such a way that you earn a certain amount of profit in addition to the cost. For example, suppose a cost of production of a particular product comes to 80 rupees and you wish to earn a profit of at least 15 to 20 rupees on each product, then you will keep the selling price of the product at rupees 100. Now, how this selling price is fixed? Based on the cost price. What we do? We take the cost price of the product, we add our profit margin to the cost price, and then we quote a selling price. So the second importance for the cost sheet is that it helps us in determining or fixing the selling price of the product. The third advantage of the cost sheet, or the third importance of the cost sheet, is that it helps in cost control. Now, costing is a regular exercise. You may be producing products over a period of time, and you will have to produce cost sheets also over a period of time. Normally, you will produce cost sheet for every 6 months or in a 1 year period. You will like to ascertain the cost of production. The cost sheet will give you a detailed account of all the components which make up your total cost of product. How much material is required, how much labor is required, how much expenses, direct and indirect expenses, how much selling and distribution expenses. The detailed account of all these expenses are available in your cost sheet. So what happens when we prepare cost sheet periodically, we can compare the cost sheets of two different periods. For example, I have prepared a cost sheet for 2019-20 and I had also prepared a cost sheet for 2018-19. Now what I will do is I will compare these two costs and find out whether there are any deviations, whether the cost of some materials or labor has increased, or what steps may be taken to further reduce the cost. All these decisions or all this analysis is possible only when I prepare a cost sheet. So the third advantage is that it helps in controlling the cost. The fourth and final advantage is that it facilitates managerial decision making. Now we have observed, we have discussed many times that managers are involved in making various decisions. What type of product to produce, what should be the price of the product, what should be the marketing strategy of the product, how much discount should be given to the customer. All these decisions need to be taken by the management, and these decisions can only be taken if the management has proper data with them. The cost sheet will give proper product wise data along with the cost classifications, and it helps the managers in taking various important decisions regarding the products. So these are the four advantages of the cost sheet. Now we will discuss the elements of the cost sheet. So let us discuss the sample pro forma of a cost sheet. This is how a cost sheet should look like. It should have a particulars column in which we will be writing the details of expenditure which we have incurred for production of the product, the total amount of the expenditure, and the per unit amount of the expenditure. So it should contain at least 3 columns. A standard cost sheet will contain 3 columns: a column for particulars, a column for amount, and a column for per unit amount. Now the cost sheet has been divided into various parts. Actually there are 6 main parts. One is the prime cost, second is the factory cost, third is the cost of production, fourth is the cost of goods sold, fifth is the cost of sales, and final is the sales value. One by one we will discuss all these 6 parts. The cost sheet begins with the prime cost. So the prime cost means all the direct expenses, direct labor and direct material. All the expenses, material and labor which are directly attributable to the production are written in the prime cost. So what will be included here? There will be a direct material consumption, there will be a direct labor and direct expenses. The direct labor will be calculated as follows. You will be given opening stock of materials. In that opening stock of materials, you need to add the purchases made during the year, and from that amount you need to deduct the closing stock of materials, the stock of materials which is with you at the end of the year. Okay, so opening stock of materials plus purchases during the period less closing stock will give you direct materials. Direct materials, direct labor and direct expenses will make up the prime cost of the product. When we add other factory overheads like rent for the factory or power and fuel expenses, etc., such factory overheads, when we add these factory overheads to the prime cost, we get the factory cost of the product. Factory cost is the cost which includes production expenses as well as expenses directly related to the factory. Now, this is not a final cost of the product. To this factory cost, you will then add the expenses relating to the administration. Any big company or a factory will have their own administrative department. The administrative department will consist of a manager, an accountant, a clerk. Okay, these people will be responsible for day-to-day functioning and management of the factory. So the salary is paid to these people, the materials like office stationery, etc., consumed by this department, administrative department. The other expenses like printing expenses, electricity expenses, all these expenses will be classified as administration overheads. And once these administration overheads are added to the factory cost, you will get the cost of production. Cost of production is the final cost of goods which have been manufactured. But to this cost, you will adjust this cost with the opening and closing stock of finished goods to get the cost of goods sold. To the cost of goods sold, one final expenses will be added. They are selling and distribution expenses. Product once manufactured also needs to be sold. So for selling, you might have hired certain salesmen, you might have a marketing manager, a marketing department. You will incur some selling and distribution expenses like advertisement, transportation of goods, etc. All these expenses will come under selling and distribution expenses. Once the selling and distribution expenses are added to the cost of goods sold, we get the final value of product, that is the cost of sales. This cost of sales includes all the expenses which are required to manufacture a product. Now, this won't be the value at which we will be selling our product, okay, because we still have to make a profit of our product. So on the cost of sale, we will add our own profit margin, say 5%, 10%, 15%, depending upon the type of enterprise. You will add your own profit to the cost of sales, and the value you get after adding the cost of profit to the sales will be the sales value of the product. So whenever you have been asked to produce or make a cost sheet, you will need to arrive at this sales value. All the expenses you will need to record, you need to add your profit to the expenses and arrive at a sales value. This is the final value which is derived from preparation of cost sheet.